Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today, I'm going to be discussing the topic, what are the best options to open up or purchase business in the States to come here and work through business or investment programs. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your case if you want to come here through the business or investment immigration. Let's go. Alright guys, before we begin, you know the drill. Smash that like button if you like the content that I do constantly for you, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, because this channel is the best. This is the main reason why to subscribe and not to miss the 2 videos that I release every week. And you guys know it. There is no better content, there is no better insight and transparency on YouTube. This one is just simply the best. Stanislav, where are you getting these topics, right? You're releasing 2 videos every week. Well, this is very simple, guys. I'm getting it from you. You're the ones who answer me questions under my videos on YouTube, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, and that's where I'm getting my content. I see what you are interested in, and I see maybe your questions coming from the topic that I already explained, but maybe I didn't do a great job. I'm very open to constructive criticism, and of course, I want to deliver you the best content and in easy and simple words, right? I want to make sure that you understand. And sometimes I don't go by the book, like, oh, okay, A, B, C, and you do this, and that. And no, I don't do this because I know this is a very complex topic. So I'm trying to give you the examples from my practice. I'm trying to give you the cases of my clients. I'm trying to simplify. I'm trying to break the law down so you see not the whole thing, the whole criteria, but small bricks it consists of. Sometimes I'm hearing, Stanislav, I spoke to another attorney and he told me there is no law like this. Where did you getting this? Well, I'm getting it from practice. American law system is based on precedents, right? So there is the law and there is interpretation. And of course, when you practice every day the business immigration, the investment immigration, and talent visas, you know exactly what's happening in the field, what's happening when you actually file those cases, because this is not the same what the law says. And that's why I'm taking those insights and I'm giving them to you. I hope you appreciate, because this takes a lot of time for me to do this. And please continue, ask questions, comment. Tell me if I didn't explain something properly, or maybe you don't think that you got it. There is no silly questions when we're talking about immigration to the US, because the law is complicated, it's very complex. You need really good understanding of what's going on to be able to get the best chance to immigrate here. Okay, remarks from Stanislav. Now let's talk about what's the best business in order to immigrate to the States. And again, I'm going to split this topic in 2. The philosophy, the conceptual understanding of this topic, and you probably not going to be satisfied with this. And the second part, well, I will give you the exact examples that I think best businesses to start and be able to survive and grow and then scale. So the first part, the philosophical, the conceptual one, and I will never be tired of saying this. Guys, do the business that you have done in the past, that you know how to do, that you like. If you have been doing plumbing all your career, all your life, if you've been doing construction all your life, if you've been doing a restaurant all your life, if you've been doing a trucking business, if you've been doing a logistics business, just continue doing it here in the US. And especially if you like it. I think there is no better advice than to do something that you like and that you know how to do, because when my clients ask me at immigration planning, when I'm building the strategy for the case, Stanislav, I've been doing restaurant business and I've been doing the tax business and this and that, so I'm not sure what's the best option for me. I don't know. Simply, I don't know. And I don't want to take any responsibility for that, right? I mean, I'm already taking a lot of responsibility for bringing you here to the States. And you guys know that the goal of my company is to bring 10,000 of you to the States by the year 2030. We don't have much time, right? So we need to do it fast and with high quality, because each case matters. But The business side of it, I just don't know, right? I want you to come to me and say, Stanislav, I have these 2 or maybe 3 ideas. Let's brainstorm them. That's what I want from you. Give me 1, 2, 3 ideas and let's brainstorm them. Let's discuss. Let me bring the experience of my other clients. Let me bring my consumer experience, because I'm the one buying those goods. I'm the one using the services that you offer. So I can give you some insight from American citizen standpoint. So bring me those ideas, and bring those ideas that you know how to do and you love that business, right? So this is the philosophical, the conceptual part, and I think this one may not satisfy you, but that's the best in the long run. Let's now talk about the businesses that I think have a pretty good success rate as long as you know what you're doing. And there's no priority, right? I'm not gonna say it's gonna be top 5, top 3, top 7. I'm just gonna give you a few examples, some of them also conceptual, but it's gonna be a good idea for you. Number 1, the construction business. I think it's one of the best ones in the States. There's a lot of things you can do, and a lot of them don't require a license. You could be subcontracting other people with licenses and develop the land and redevelop the land. I think it's just great for those of you who have some capital. And I do have cases in this respect on E2 visa, on O1 visa. I have those projects for EB2 national interest waiver visa, which is a green card also. I think construction business is great just because there is huge market for that, right? So it doesn't really matter if it's a crisis, if it's a recession, it's always coming back, right? The construction is coming back, the building is coming back, the repairs are coming back, the roofing services, the title services, the siding services, anything that has to do with the structure, with wiring of the houses, that is also really good. That's just a great business. Number 2, and that's the cleaning service. A lot of people need help cleaning their houses, their apartments, and there's a huge market for that. And there's a lot of competition, but I can tell you right now, the quality of those services is so low. So if you do even a mediocre work, like you in between greatness and just poor work, you will be doing great. And it's easy to scale, it's easy to grow and make good money. Number 3, the businesses that have to do with sports, with gyms, with weights, with yoga and things like that. Americans just love this kind of stuff. I go to the gym. My wife goes to yoga, to Pilates and things like that. And everybody I know that do the same. So that could be cross fitness, that could be just regular gym, it could be a franchise for the gym, it could be a combination with like healthy diet and things like that, the buds. Whatever it is, I think this is a good idea. And again, especially if you know how to sell it, how to marketing it, and how to grow your business. Further, the services for the single houses, and those are AC repairs, those are pool cleaning, those are lawn services, the garden services, and things like that. I have a house and I use all of those services, not because I don't want to do this. I do want to clean my pool. I do want to cut my grass. I do want to cut the trees and take care of the lawn, but I don't have time for that. It's cheaper and easier for me to pay someone to do this for me, and I don't have to worry, right? So I think those services are great. And I think that it's easy to stand out in those services because, trust me, from my experience, to find a good company who's gonna cut your grass once a week, twice a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever you want, is really hard, right? You just hire someone, they don't come, they forget, they don't do a great job, they just damage your soil and things like that. If you build your business at least mediocre, like between the great and poor, and if you're great, you're just great, right? So you'll be good. You'll be good. Now, even the pool cleaning, right? This is the same service that the customers want to make sure that you're consistent and you're doing just a medium quality work, right? If you're medium or above, it's just great, right? That's fair enough. Further, professional services. If you're engineers, if you are IT people, if you're talented business consultants, you can bring that business here in the States, and this is just the same. The market is so big and the market is so big that within the profession there is no much competition. And again, the quality of those professional services is not great. I mean, my company is delivering the outstanding services, right? But this is 1 to 1,000. 1 to 10,000, I don't know. But in general, it's really hard to find a professional company who's going to do your taxes, who's going to file your paperwork, who's going to do your immigrant stuff, who's going to give you consulting work, the architecture work, the engineering work, that's going to be consistent, high quality, competitive pricing, and things like that. So if you're among those professionals, it's going to be easy for you to build this type of business. And last but not least is the selling goods on marketplace. And I'm talking about Amazon, I'm talking about Etsy, I'm talking about eBay, I'm talking about all these online marketplaces where with good marketing, with some time devoted to that, you guys can grow and scale massively. All right, so now let's talk about a little bit the type of visas that you can get to come here and work and grow your business and even maybe get a green card. So number one is E2 visa is for the treaty countries, and you have to invest at least $100,000 in your business. That visa will give you an opportunity to come to the States with your family, your spouse will be able to work, your kids will be able to go to school, and this visa has no limitation by time, right? There's no timing where the government is going to tell you, okay, stop. As long as your business is growing and scaling and profitable, maybe you hire some Americans, you'll be good and you can extend it forever. Number two, L1 visa is for those of you who have a business outside of the United States and you have at least 15 employees, 15, that you control, and you can open up an affiliated company here in the States. And affiliated meaning that you control both companies, they don't have to do the same thing. And you can transfer yourself to develop your startup here in the United States of America, or you can buy an existing business, right? But if you buy an existing business, make sure you have at least 8 employees who you're going to control, because L1 is all about the executive and managerial functions in the company. Number 3, EB5 visa. And this one is for those of you who have a big budget, and this budget has to be starting with $800,000, but most likely $1,050,000. And you have to create a business that will give the United States of America 10 permanent jobs, right? So you have to create 10 permanent jobs within 2 years after you get the first green card, right? So this is very important to understand. Also, EB2 national interest waiver, that's for those of you who have a higher education and have some type of business that's in a national interest of the United States of America. Please watch this video about EB2 national interest waiver, where I discuss all the criteria and I give you a good rundown of what that means. And also, don't forget about talent visas, O1 and EB1A, how good your recognition in the business field, on your startups, on your patents, on how much money you make, on kind of prizes you get on a national or international level. You can get one of those visas and also come here to the States and work and grow and scale. And I can help you with all of these visas, right? Depending on where your talent, where your business or your startup is coming from, and depending which country you're from. There is something into that also, especially when we talk about E2 visa. So if something that I told you guys resonated and you'd be like, oh, Stanislav, I think I can satisfy L1 visa criteria, or I have some recognition, I can do O1 visa, or I have some project that's going to be in the national interest of the States, maybe it's EB2 national interest waiver visa and so on. Make sure to get a free evaluation of your case, which means that I'm going to tell you if this is a good case or it's not a good case. And how to get that? Very simple. Go down below this video, find the link to the questionnaire regarding certain visa. E2, L1, that's one link. EB5, talent visas or national interest visas. All of them have separate links. Please go by those links. Fill them out in detail. Just don't say yes, no, yes, no. If there's a question, do you have awards? Do you have national or international awards? Just don't say yes. Say, okay, I have this award, this, and that, right? So give me details. And then I'll be able to give you a pretty good analysis of what's going on with the case and tell you which criteria you satisfy, which you don't. And then if I see the potential in your case, I will invite you to the immigration planning. That's the meeting one-on-one between you and me, where I will build a strategy for your case. All right? Deal? Deal. So if you guys like this video, you know the drill. Bam, bam, bam. I need you to smash that like buttons. Make sure you show me some love, some appreciation for what I do, because today is Saturday, I'm in my office, and my family is back home waiting for me, and I'm devoting this time to you. So make sure you show me some appreciation and the subscription to my YouTube channel, so I know that we're growing our community of the best, of the talented, of the businessmen, of the entrepreneurs, startuppers, investors. We are all here, and I want to help you to come here to the States and to make sure that you will be one of those 10,000 people who I'm going to bring here to the States by 2030. I already have more than 2,000 people that are satisfied with my services and that happily living here in the States. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram and to my TikTok, where I give you other content regarding the immigration to the States in a different format. I'm Stanislav Shamaev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.